Hello guys and welcome back to Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. And guys, I'm in 2024 but you're watching this in 2025, so you're from the future? Oh my goodness, is it different? Are there flying cars? Has Donald Trump finally been impeached for the third time? I don't know if he's even in office at this point, who knows. But either way, we are going to be jumping straight into this. I had a little extra time and I thought I'd get ahead on videos. So even though I'm in the past and you guys are in the future, we're going to have a great time today. So make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. And let's get into another episode of Everybody Hates the Vet. I mean, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. Sorry.
I feel like we've been set up being ranked last 2 full weeks in a row. I feel like we're on the chopping block.
I hate to say it there, but I do feel like you have been set up. You're the villain of the series, and that means no way are they letting you get to the final. You're going to have either in this episode or the next episode, you're going to get cut. You're going to be axed. You're going to be chopped. Because then it's like the triumphant moment. Oh my god, a 6-year-old managed to triumph over Hadley and Yvette's hate campaign. Really? Are we believing that? Are we believing that Yvette genuinely hates this 6-year-old? No, not even slightly. What she's doing is she's basically being like, this is ridiculous, the fact that a 6-year-old is on this competition. And she can't obviously bitch about the producers. So who's she having to bitch about? Asia and Christy. There we go. This is why she's doing it. I'm not having any more. I'm not answering any more questions on the matter. That's it. Book closed. It's closed.
Abby walks in for the challenge. She has a princess crown on and a wand.
You like my crown?
No, I don't like your crown. It looks tiny on your head. You look like Miss Piggy in the nicest way possible. Put on a pink dress and go, oh, Kermit, oh, Kermit, oh, Kermit. And then you're basically Miss Piggy.
I think she's a witch.
Well, fairy princess.
More like the fairy godmother.
Here, can you guys guess what the theme might be this week?
Ooh, fairy tale theme. This sounds fun. This is exciting. Okay. I swear to God, if they make Yvette and Hadley the witches, it's just a bit predictable, isn't it? It's just a little bit predictable.
So this week's challenge is individuality, combination with legs, turns, and jumps. And within that combination, you'll put your own little spin on top of it. Cool?
I think this is a great skill to test. Individuality. I feel like individuality should have been tested earlier because I feel like some of these people are kind of blending into the crowd. Well, not these guys, but like earlier on, it would have been easier to root out who was blending into the crowd. I feel like these guys have all kind of asserted themselves as individuals and talented people. So I'm very interested to see how this goes.
The winner of this challenge will not only be the lead in the group dance, but will also be doing a duet.
So they're getting the lead in the group number and a duet. So what's everybody else doing? Just the group number. And then I guess it's a test of who stood out in the group number. Okay, I can see how this works.
Letting go and just show everybody that I can do something with my face and then I won't be critiqued on the same thing over and over again.
To be fair, Amanda for the longest time has been like, yes, give me nothing. But there is a personality there and there is like a sparkle and an imagination there, something that will allow her to move forward in this competition. She just needs to tap into it and really develop it and make it shine because she can do it. She's got everything else. This is the last step. That hurt to watch because it was they were kind of doing the same thing, but it was just all over the place a little bit. It was so messy. I'm sorry, it was so messy. I know they only had 45 minutes, but like, come on, girls, I expected better than that. I don't know. No one really drew my eyes. Hadley drew my eyes for the wrong reasons. There were a couple times when I was just like, why are you like hugging the wall? Like, what's going on? Why are you like besties with the wall? Come on, move away from it. Move into your spacing, please. For everyone else, no one really stood out, I guess. Bit disappointing for a task around individualism. Is she?
All right, Asia and Jordan, both of you had beautiful face. Bippity boppity bye-bye to you.
Bippity boppity bye-bye. Yeah, that's quite funny, that is. That's hilarious. That's a great line. I'm going to start using that now.
Finally, they're seeing that, yes, you need a little bit more than just a face. You need technique.
This is why, like, it's so frustrating when people are like, everyone's hating on this 6-year-old. No one's hating on the 6-year-old. They're hating on the fact that a 6-year-old is being compared to their 9-year-old, and somehow this 6-year-old is better when the technique is not there. We all know that the technique is not there. Anyone who can watch the dance knows that she is not as strong a dancer as literally everybody else. So therefore, the arguments from the mums and their outrage towards Asia and Christy is actually outrage towards the producers and Abby for keeping her in this competition. For what reason? To what extent? She can't even win the prize. The prize is for, like, what, 9 and up? She can't even win it.
Yes, Amanda is the best technician here, but she's got nothing right here.
I do agree, and I feel like she's trying, and I can see glimmers of it, and I can see moments where, like, she's really focusing on making her face, like, amazing, but then when she's doing a really technical move, she's focused, and she's like... Whereas Madison has got the intensity, she's got the dramatics, she can use her face just as well as she can dance, and I think that's what makes her a much better dancer than Amanda, purely because Amanda has the technique, but Madison has both the face and the technique and the performance value of it.
Amanda, the shoe does not fit.
Madison won a challenge! Yay! Is this her first challenge win? I think so. I'm very proud of her. Well done, well done, well done. Interesting that Brianna got cut for looking down. I thought that was very interesting because I noticed that about her as well. It's sometimes tough to do. It's sometimes tough to not look at your feet or look at the ground to make sure that you know where you're going. You kind of have to trust, but some people just don't have that trust in dance. I do not. I'm one of these people that if I know I'm going on the ground, I'll be looking at the ground to know where I'm going. Okay, Madison's won. She's got the lead in the group dance and a part in a duet. Cool.
Your fairy tale theme will be Snow White and the evil stepmother.
Snow White and the evil stepmother? Were they not allowed to call it the evil queen? Because that's what it is. I know she's also like the stepmother, but obviously the iconography of it is the evil queen. She's the queen, she's evil, and then she becomes a hag with her apples. What is her downfall in the end? Is there a downfall for her? I don't remember. I just remember after she gives, like, Snow White the apple, and then, like, she goes back, and then comatose, and then the prince comes and saves Snow White. I don't remember what happens after that. Does the queen get her head chopped off? Is Snow White the new queen? I don't know, guys. Maybe I need to do some research. Not now, though. I can't be bothered.
Ooh, just come up, yeah. Jordan, up to the ceiling. This up here. To the top of that lamp up there. More, chest up to the sky, like a bird.
Not her mum, like, mouthing things to her, like, fucking sort yourself out! Sort yourself out! I've told you once, and I've told you twice, and I've told you 3 fucking times. Sort yourself out.
Somebody has to keep telling you over and over to stretch your body. Do you really want to keep hearing that? No, I'm talking.
It's not exactly gonna make her like you anymore, do you know what I mean? Sherry's sitting there going, oh, mom, and if you're going, no, listen to me, darling, listen to me. It's not exactly making her want to stay in this conversation, do you know what I mean? I sometimes think, like, when parents talk to their kids, would you want to be spoken to like that by another adult? Would you want to be spoken like that by your parents? No. So why would you talk to your kids like that?
I heard you.
You be quiet.
I am.
Remember, this is where you don't talk, because I'm talking.
Someone go and save this child, please. This is not okay. This is some of the worst behaviour I've seen from a parent on Dance Mums. Speaking to their kids like this. Like, if there's one thing I will hand the mums on Dance Mums, is that they're always 95% of the time, 99% of the time, nice to their kids, or at least, like, lovely to their kids. From what I've seen so far. This is not very nice. You wouldn't catch any of the other mums on Dance Mums talking to their children like this. I don't think. I can't remember a standout moment that's happened, but this is not okay. This is not a bit of me.
You are the Wicked Witch of the West. Have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, just a couple times.
Just seen it a couple of times. Bullshit. No way has this child seen Wizard of Oz. I still haven't properly seen The Wizard of Oz. I know, don't come for me. But it's one of those movies that, like, I've seen the whole movie. Have I sat down and watched the whole movie in one go? No. But I've seen the start, I've seen the middle, I've seen the end. It's just I've watched them all at different times. And I know the plot inside out. Believe me, I do. Like, I think it was earlier on this year in, like, June, May... No, earlier than that. Maybe it was, like, March. Oh, my God. Maybe it was, like, Mother's Day in March. We sat down and we watched, like, 75% of The Wizard of Oz. And then we came back and caught, like, the last 10%. So, like, there's a bit that I was missing. But, like, was I actually missing anything? Probably not. And I've probably seen it before as well. Because, you know, like I said, I've seen the movie 100 times. Not literally. Probably about 4 or 5. But, like, watch different bits of it. No way has this kid seen it just a couple of times at age 6. I hadn't even heard of The Wizard of Oz at age 6.
So Asia is dancing in a trash bag. It's totally taking over her. It's as large as the stage.
What am I watching? What? Listen. When I've been taking the piss out of Asia, I didn't mean that she was literal trash. This is not okay. I don't agree with this. What's going on here?
The movement and the restriction and her being able to maneuver through this trash bag, which is actually sticking to her. I'm a little concerned about how we're going to work this.
Yeah, I can't lie. This is such a horrendous idea. Who greenlit this? Who greenlit Asia doing this number? What? Like, it's not like Yvette chose her for this. Someone in the production team specifically chose Asia for this number. What is going on in this here place?
Maylin and I decided to go see Asia's rehearsal. We wanted to see, you know, what this week was going to be like for Asia.
In the nicest possible way. Didn't Christy kick off at Yvette for doing the exact same thing like 2 weeks ago? Like, are we being serious right now? So when it's those two coming in and interrupting the rehearsal to sit and watch, absolutely chill and fine. But when it's Yvette, you're harassing my daughter, you're wanting to watch her fail, etc, etc. I'm like, come on. It's just double standards. It's just double standards at this point. I'm starting to realize this is why I could never do Drag Race on this channel, because I have some opinions about Drag Race. And they're not popular opinions. I will die on those hills. I will die on those hills.
All the other dance moms, they all have solos, so they're very quiet this week. Yvette is extremely quiet. I feel her withdrawn, and it kind of worries me.
I think it's probably because she's realised that she's getting set up and she's like, well, I'm not going to give them any drama this week then. I've been giving them drama, but now I'm realising I'm actually being set up here. Maybe let's just take a back seat this week. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll see if that helps my daughter out a little bit.
I mean, I want to win this so badly, so I have to do my routine perfectly.
The pressure on the kids at this point is kind of crazy, I can't lie. Because, like, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to harp on, because it's just unfair. But it does feel like, for some people, a couple of mistakes can take them out of the game. But for some other people, they can make numerous mistakes, and it's like, it's fine. It's fine. Whereas, like, I feel like for Hadley, one more time in the bottom, she's going home. And I don't feel like she necessarily deserved to be in the bottom last week. The week before, I think, was fair and valid. Personally, I think her solo was not as strong as some of the other performances. However, last week, I think that was utter bullshit that she was in the bottom 2, personally. I don't think she should have been anywhere near it.
What words she said to Hadley were absolutely cruel.
Should I say roadkill?
Like, it's one of those things where you really do see it in a lot of judges on TV shows like Gordon Ramsay, Simon Cowell, where they're quite cruel to adults sometimes. But when it comes to children, they don't cross that line, and they keep it cute, they keep it sweet, they keep it, like, very tame compared to what they'll say to the adults. Abby doesn't have that with children, and I do, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, actually, that comment of roadkill to a child, that would kill their confidence. That would absolutely upset them to no end, because that's someone that they're trying to impress, and they've just been called, like, a dead animal, basically. They've been run over and smushed on the ground. That's what essentially they're hearing, and it's just not very nice. She doesn't have this switch of, okay, I'm talking to children, let's be sensitive and let's be nice. If this was adults and she called someone roadkill, chill, whatever, fine, they can take it. Like, if they're upset about it, learn what kind of show you're coming on to. But especially when, like, I've heard reports of them not knowing that this was going to be Abby's show before coming on to it, I don't know whether you can get away with that kind of shit. It's not okay, and it actually is damaging to the children. Oh my goodness. What is all these props and costumes damaging these children? We've got Asia in a fucking bin bag. We've got a Kate that almost tried to kill Brianna. Feckin' hell, guys. This is not okay. This is not okay. Production, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Sort yourself out.
At the end of rehearsal on stage, Brianna lands on her knee.
I wonder if you just had like a tracking thing.
She landed on her knee. Oh no. Oh, this is not good, guys. This is not bueno. This is opposite of bueno. It's malo. I think that's a word. Maybe it isn't. Mal? Potentially.
On the end over there, that's Robin Anton. She is the creator and choreographer of the world.
Robin Anton? The Pussycat Dolls? No way! Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, but that was one of the most abysmal things I've ever seen in my whole life. That was a big fat, like, 2 out of 10. It was awful. 95% of that dance was the kids just throwing leaves at Madison. There was not a single moment where I was like, oh my god, wow, this is cool. Madison was good, obviously. She was just doing what she does best. Everyone else, I was kind of like, what? Like, really? Like, oh, yes. Give me the bare minimum. Thank you. Yeah, not impressed with this number at all. I'm sorry. I'm just not impressed with it. It was utter, yeah, bad. Just not good.
And make believe you can kiss a frog. You get. So the prince was a fraud. Wasn't supposed to be like this.
You know what? I don't think it was bad. I'd give it like a 7, maybe. Maybe an 8. No, I'll stick it with an 8. I think it was good. I think it showed off the diversity of her dance range, I feel like. In the last episode, we saw her do a pretty much flawless hip-hop routine. There were flaws in this, and there were moments where I was like, not sure if it's the choreography or her. But at the end of the day, I feel like she did a really, really good job. It was powerful. There were moments where I was like, wow. But it didn't really shock me in the way that last week did. Last week was like a, oh my god, this is peak dancing that we could see. This was like, yeah, no, it was good. I think it's enough to keep her safe potentially, but not enough to sort of have her as the best of the week.
My wings are breaking, I'm forgetting how to fight you. The wind keeps on pushing me down. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than in your arms tonight. Reaching out for you to see how much you really mean to me. Out to you. These butterflies just keep on coming, and I'll just keep on running till I get to you. Don't turn off your light tonight.
I thought that was fucking incredible. The way she was whipping about that stage, that was impressive. I was impressed. I'd give that a 9. Like I said, do I know the technique? No. If I was to watch it back 101 times, maybe I would maybe I'd be able to pick it apart and be like, oh, she did that bit bad, she did that bit bad. But I thought that was a bloody good dance. 9 out of 10. Very well done, Hadley. There were moments where I was like, this is powerful. There were moments where I was like, oh, okay, we're having a little bit of a boogie, okay. And then there was like that ending. I thought that was really cool, actually. I really enjoyed this. I thought she did fantastically. Well done, Hadley. Okay. This may upset some of you, but because it's a competition between all of the kids, I have to grade them against each other. This was a 6 for me. And that's pushing it. That's being nice. First of all, they bigged up this trash bag like she was going to be dancing with it the whole time. She literally took 2 steps forward and then took it off. So I feel like we really hyped up this trash bag a lot. Then I thought the dancing was fine. I felt like it was sloppy, janky in places. There were some moments where I was like, she's giving me performance. Was she giving me technique? Who knows? But it was just kind of middle of the range. And it's gonna be hard for you to sell me the fact that she's not the one going home in this episode. Because out of the 3 I've seen so far, that's definitely the weakest one.
I think the top half of her is in the top half of the competition, and the bottom half of her is in the bottom half of the competition.
I would agree with that. And I'm glad that they're finally talking about it. Is it going to send her home? Probably not.
You dance like a diva, and obviously you know what that means. She may not have learned it from her mom. Maybe she did learn it from me and the Pussycat Dolls.
Robin Anton, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You may have learnt it from me and the Pussycat Dolls. Just gotta throw their name in once again, because it's the only thing keeping me relevant. That was a miss for me. That was a miss and a half. That was not a good dance, and I'm so sorry to have to tell you that. That was not good. Jesus. I would give that a 5, if I'm being honest. If I was giving marks purely for performance, she'd be getting 10s. Across the board. But I just didn't think the dancing was that good. I didn't know whether it was the choreography or her execution of the choreography, but it just wasn't good. And it was not a good dance. It's not necessarily a reflection on her as a dancer, but I just don't think this was her best number. And I'm very interested to hear what the judges have to say, because personally, it looked janky, it looked awkward. There were moments where I thought she was going to fall. There were moments where I think she did fall. Yeah, honestly, not a bit of me.
You took it and you owned it and you danced it like you were ageless.
And I'm going to give you a big oh!
Okay, they completely disagreed with me. Were they watching the same dance that I was? I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't. Amanda, you just don't know what to do with your fucking face. And this tells me everything. You just have raised your eyebrows. You haven't done anything with the rest of your face. All you've done is this. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's an 8. It's an 8 for me. I just don't think it was amazing. I just didn't think it was amazing. I feel like Amanda should have given more for her performance. I also feel like Madison didn't give 100% to the performance side of it. The dancing was flawless. I can't fault the flawless dancing. The dancing was incredible. Mwah, 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 mwah. The storyline, I understood it. But I just feel like the performance, the facial expressions, the body attitude needs to be a little bit stronger in order for us to really get the dynamic between them.
For me, your face pretty much stayed the same. You might have tweaked it like maybe one moment, but it pretty much stayed the same.
That's not true.
I agree. That's how I saw it. It stayed in that sort of that facial expression the entire time. There was no sort of differentiation. There was no change in the motions. There was, even when the moment when she went to like strangle her, there was no sort of anger or viciousness there. It was just the same sort of like, there could have been like a moment or something like that. Just give me more. That's what I wanted.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't even think about it.
These are the exact opposite in every way.
In every way.
If I was judging this, my bottom two would be Brianna and Asia, and I would send Asia home. I actually just don't know, because the people who got the worst feedback were Amanda and Madison. But like, surely you can't be sending Amanda and Madison home. And Asia got bad feedback, to be fair. But then Richie and Robin were like, oh my god, we love you. Even though Abby was literally like, you have all of these problems, but your performance is so amazing. I'm kind of just over that. I'm kind of over that, do you know what I mean?
It's a dance competition, and I am looking for beautiful lines, for great feet, for technique.
If they don't send Asia home, what was the point of saying all of that? What was the point of saying, I'm looking for technique? Guys, I'm so sorry. I know you guys love Asia. I also love Asia. I think she's incredible. But I just object to her being in this show. I really do. Especially when so many better dancers have gone home. And yes, of course, they're better because they're older. But that's not, like, my problem. It's the show's problem. Like, do you see what I mean?
Asia, Hadley, one of you are going home tonight.
Because of course it would come down to these two. And I just know the producers are like, we've got to send home Hadley. We have to have Evil lose to Asia. And it's like, oh, this storyline's so played out. Hadley is a much better dancer than Asia. Yes, it's because of her age. But not just that. This is a dance competition. You just said that you are looking for technique.
Hadley, today is not your day. You took it like a champ.
I can't be bothered to watch the rest of this series. I really can't. What do you mean Asia's in the top 5? She shouldn't have even made top 10. This is utterly ridiculous. And I've had enough. I've had enough of pretending like this is okay. I'm infuriated. I really am. And like, so proud of Asia for making it to top 5, first of all. But to think that she got there on her own merit is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
Well, I think the reason why Asia is getting by is because of her personality. She's huge on stage, but that can only take you so far.
It's not hate if it's the truth.
I'm gonna take all of the corrections and put them into my dance career.
That is how you walk out of this competition looking like a champ. They can walk away knowing that they didn't have a tantrum when they left. They walked away with their heads held high and knowing this competition is completely rigged. Right, that was it. Done. Wonderful. I'm growing tired of this series, I have to say. I'm obviously excited for the second series, but I am tired of this one because it's just inconsistency in judging. It's the same reason why like I have problems with some series of RuPaul's Drag Race, in the sense of like sometimes people just get by for doing like the bare minimum, and I'm sat there like, well, hang on a minute, this person's being ripped to shreds on stage, and this other person who's doing far worse, in my opinion, is like getting praised for like doing literally fuck all. It's frustrating, it really is. I don't know, it's just not exactly how I wanted this season to go, but it is where it is. Not really much you can do about it. So that is it. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. And I hope you guys have a great 2025. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.